during the course of the regular season. And you have your hands full. Big test last week against that Dallas front, and then your reward, go to San Francisco against arguably the best front four in football.
Here's Aaron Jones dancing up the middle, and another really good run by Jones. He's near a first down. Going to have about 7.5 yards. So you mentioned the San Francisco defense. Well, they're good in a lot of areas. 3rd overall in scoring defense. And as you said, Bosa and Chase Young on the ends, with Armstead, who's back, which is a big deal in the middle.
Yeah, and I think the key today, you see that all-pro next to Fred Warner, the all-everything middle linebacker. Against this style offense of Green Bay, the play action, the run game, having a linebacker that's equally as efficient and elite against the run in Aaron Jones, but he's awesome at defending the middle of the field.
3rd and 1, Jones is working his way forward. He's got a first down. So just like last week, Packers receive the ball, and another conversion on 3rd down as the drive continues. Aaron Jones, you said he's been on a heater. You aren't kidding. I mean, not only did he tie the Green Bay playoff record last week with 3 touchdowns, but he's had 4 straight games now over 111 yards rushing. Jones again, right up the gut. Aaron Jones, and a good surge from that offensive line. He picks up 5 more.
And in talking to the defensive coordinator, Steve Wilks, I think early in the game, when you have a front, linebackers and defensive line as good as San Francisco, it allows you to protect your secondary a little bit. They know that Matt LaFleur is constantly mining for explosive pass plays, run down, play action, try to take deep shots. Just let your front control the run game. Allow your secondary to settle in. Don't give up any big shots early. They're the best team in the league at tackling in space and limiting yank.
Here's a little flip. Jones has a seam. Aaron Jones with a big run and a first down. And he's down to the 30. Another big hole opened up for Jones, and he's got 10 more.
Well, he mentioned how good Bosa is, but watch the job by Dontavian Wicks. He's the one who seals this pin and pull. It's a wide receiver on arguably the best defensive lineman in the league. Pretty impressive there, and if you're going to play in either one of these 2 style offenses, they're both very similar. You have to have wide receivers who are willing and able to block. Both the Packers and the 49ers have a bunch of them, and Wicks showed you a good example of it there.
Aaron Jones takes a break, but he's got 28 rushing yards on this drive. Here's Wilson to spell him, and he has about 4 on that carry. Well, there's Matt LaFleur, and all he's done in his 5th year in Green Bay is taken the Packers to their 4th playoff appearance. See against the 49ers 2-3, 0-2 in the playoffs. Last week they upset Dallas. They take the ball after they won the toss. This week they take the ball after the opening toss. They're marching right down the field. 10th play of this opening drive. Here's Wilson. And he gets hit right away. No gain. There is Nick Bosa. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Yep. Bosa had a feeling when that motion went across, he's just going to beat the tight end right across his face and split the double team. The rookie tight end Kraft. Zach Tom, the right tackle. Watch, he just splits it and gets flat. Chases the heel line of the offensive lineman and sets up 3rd down.
Third and 6. Love floats one deep, a trip to Dobbs, and there's a penalty on the play. Dobbs, the intended receiver. Ambry Thomas had coverage.
Pass interference. Defense number 20. Ball is placed in the spot of the foul. Automatic first downs.
Hey, see Romeo Dobbs, he's coming off a huge game last week in the wild card round against Dallas. He had 6 for 151. Just clearly gets grabbed there by Ambry Thomas, number 20. Clearly pass interference, and now you mentioned it. Second time in a row now in these playoffs, Matt LaFleur's won the toss and decided to take the ball. Last week led to an opening drive touchdown. They're knocking on the door here early.
And Kyle Shanahan just waiting to call plays, the head coach of the 49ers. Green Bay on the move again. It's first down for them. Drive continues. Aaron Jones back in. He'll get it. Nothing on the left side. Tries to come back, and he runs into a wall of 49ers. Kinlaw and Young were there to stop that play. Meanwhile, Brock Purdy just sits and waits, talking to Brian Gracie, the quarterback's coach, waiting for his turn. But last week, Green Bay opening drive, 12 plays, 75 yards. Aaron Jones scored. It's the 12th play of this drive coming up on the opener as well, and they're keeping that vaunted 49ers offense off the field. 2nd and 12. Love taps, throws over the middle. It is caught there by Ben Sims for a short gain. Down to the 11 he goes. It'll bring up 3rd down.
I think it's important for both of these defenses, with how good and how consistent both offenses are. You're going to give up some long sustained drives. They're going to convert both sides on 3rd down. Who does the best job defending in the red zone, forcing field goals versus touchdowns? It's a big way to keep the scoring down and take pressure off each of your offense.
Third and 8. Love firing, end zone, knocked away, and it's incomplete. Charvarius Ward with the big play. And out comes the field goal team.
Yeah, one of the players that's made the biggest growth under Steve Wilks, the new coordinator, has been Charvarius Ward, making his first Pro Bowl as a corner, and that's just great coverage. It's the perfect route. They were in just quarters coverage, 4 across the goal line, trying to hit Romeo Doubs on an in-breaking post, and Charvarius Ward times it perfectly, hand-to-hand, and forces the field goal try.
Now it's Andres Carlson, who's got this one from 29 yards. So the Packers down the field. They
keeps those points to a minimum, so I think that's a huge start there for San Francisco as they settle in on defense.
But they'll take it, grabbing the early lead, and now it's Deebo Samuel back deep to receive. We'll see the 49ers with it for the first time, and Samuel looking to make a play, but take it on out from the end zone. Samuel looks for a block and runs into DeGuara out across the 20. And that's where we will see Brock Purdy for the first time. And we were watching him on the sideline because it's raining and it's continued to. He put that glove on his right hand. By the way, he had an incredible MVP type season.
Absolutely. And he's going to, depending how the rest of these, Lamar Jackson, he just held serve, had a big win earlier today. But, I mean, look at these numbers. Anytime you lead a franchise that's had Joe Montana, Steve Young, the quarterbacks that have played here for the 49ers, and you hold the team records for passing, it's pretty impressive what Purdy has done in just his first full year as a starter.
Get it to McCaffrey, looking for a seam on the right side. Christian McCaffrey, who led the league in basically everything. And I'm not even being facetious. He led the league in rushing. He led the league in scrimmage. He led the league in scrimmage. I mean, but it's not just him. That's the crazy thing. You go around their offense, there's just insane weapons all over the place.
They are, and I think the biggest thing about this Kyle Shanahan system is it's the perfect blend of elite talent. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, of course McCaffrey's probably the offensive player of the year, and a scheme that just does a great job highlighting the strengths of everybody on the field.
Here's Samuel, gets the ball in space, first down and more. Deebo Samuel races out to the 40. And a quick 15 yards to Samuel.
They're going to try to stretch. Oh, now Deebo, he's hobbling off. He just came off to the sideline. Just a simple little quick screen. He gets old big number 71, Trent Williams. We're going to say this a lot tonight. Okay, he lost his shoe, so that's why he was hobbling. Everybody in Niner Nation can take a deep breath.
It's, you know, everyone's like, okay, inhale, exhale. So we'll put that shoe back on. On this play, come on back after that.
We're going to say a lot. 49ers go left, and big number 71, he's a big reason why.
Movement on the left. I think Aaron Banks was a little early.
Ball starts. Offense number 65. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Alex Kemp, our referee today. 10th year for him as an official. So, yeah, you talked about left, and that time penalties on Banks. hard to find anyone better on the left side than Trent Williams. And when they have big plays, it's usually behind big old Trent Williams.
Yeah, and another thing about this Shanahan offense, it's most teams can only generate points off explosive plays, which are primarily in the passing game. It's the explosive run game that makes every defensive coordinator in the league fear this offense, and everything from there unfolds.
Here Purdy looking to throw. Has some time. Rifles over the middle, and it's picked off. It should have been picked off. It was right there for Savage, who had a pick six last week, and he just couldn't hang on. Oh.
Wow, well, you mentioned, look, Purdy's wearing this glove. And again, I'm not saying that's why he threw it. It looks like it came off his hand well. I mean, he threw that ball and hit Savage dead in the chest. I think the ball came out just fine. I just think it's a bad read. I mean, that looks similar to that early bad read against the Ravens on that opening drive. He's got to settle in here, and Savage knows he just gave him one.
Yeah, he could have had 2 pick sixes in these playoffs. 2nd and long instead. Purdy over the middle. There's Samuel. Makes a catch and absorbs a hit. Keeps on going. And he's going to get stacked up out around the 44-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down against his Packers defense, which for let's see now, we showed his shoe was hurt last time, but now Jair Alexander coming in on that tackle. Made some contact there, and I'm guessing that's what they're going to go check out. So while they do that, it'll be a 3rd down and 6 for San Francisco. Four-man rush. Purdy looking. Now in trouble. Running away into a sack. And the Packers swarm him with Preston Smith and Kenny Clark.
His front gets a lot of the attention, but this is just purely a coverage check. I mean, take a look. Ayuk, he's in and out, double covered. See Ray McLeod, he's trying to come in on the in break. Nice job there by Quay Walker. There's just nowhere to go with the ball for Brock Purdy. He's trying to buy as much time on 3rd down as he can, and that extra time gives 2 of the best pass rushers on this Packers defense a chance to get home.
And so now Mitch Wisnowski will punt it away. Good kick. Jaden Reed way back to get it inside the 10. Makes one man miss and now sprints up the near sideline. It's a nice job by Reed to get out of a big hole by his own goal line. So the Packers defense makes a stand. And back.
That Jordan Love has no choice but to try to elevate this ball. And you say Fred Warner, he shakes his head and said, rookie, you're not coming. You're not throwing the ball between the hashes very often against Fred Warner.
He's all world. Made his 3rd All-Pro team this year. Most interceptions for him, a career high. Led all linebackers in interceptions, passes, defense, you name it, and that's the reason why. 2nd down. Love to throw again in a tight window, but nothing home, and they get a flag now. Watson, the intended receiver. Gibson was the guy on defense there, and now we'll see. Looks like it's going to be on him.
Pass interference. Defense number 31. Ball placed in the spot of the foul. 1st down.
Yeah, see Gibson, he's driving that inside. The number 2 receiver there, Watson, he's driving that inside slant, and he just gets there a beat early.
So the 2nd pass interference penalty on this 49ers defense early. Aaron Jones takes a breather. Patrick Taylor in for him in the backfield. Reed in motion, gets it on the flip. Jaden Reed, and he's going to go nowhere. Well played by guess who? Fred Warner.
Yeah. When you run those jet sweeps, you're kind of counting on everybody from one side of the defense back not having to block them and just outrun them with your wideout. But I'm telling you, I said it when we started. Fred Warner, he's the most important player on the field, and run or pass. About halfway through the 1st quarter, a little more than half, and he's already made his presence felt a handful of times.
Second down. Another fake for Love, who does have time. Over to Aaron Jones, right in the middle, and hit again by Warner. Greenlaw, his running mate there as well. I mean, how many plays is he going to make in the 1st quarter? Wow. Brings up 3rd down.
This is not an area where San Francisco's defense has been great all year. Kind of in the back 3rd of the league, but they're very good in 3rd and pass. This is right on the border of that. See these 2 high shell two safeties. Jordan Love going up to check at the line to try to get into a better run option.
There's Love, pressure coming, floats one near side, man wide open, it's Dobbs. Dobbs racing down the sideline, and Romeo Dobbs with a big one. Charvarius Ward, I think, fell down, and he's got 37 yards.
Yeah, really nice job there by Jordan Love, controlling the play at the line of scrimmage and just playing soft zone. Charvarius Ward, he just loses his footing. It's a little shake 7, starts on an inside post. His eyes are holding the safety. He knows exactly where he's going with the ball. Ward falls down, and that's an easy third down conversion. That's not typical of a San Francisco defense over the last couple years. Not getting off the field on third down.
Another fake. Love some pressure and just going to ground it. Pressure right up the middle from Bosa, and we get a penalty flag. I thought Aaron Jones was in there in that mix if they're going to call grounding.
Yeah, the question is it defensive holding? It looked like Armstead. Nope, they're going to call grounding. Oh, illegal man downfield.
Ineligible downfield, offense number 75. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
That makes more sense because I thought I saw Aaron Jones in there. Instead, it's on Sean Ryan, the right guard. And so the first penalty on Green Bay as we play under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. They've controlled it for most of the quarter. 87 total yards, got a field goal on the opening drive. After that, it's 1st and 15 here. Shuttle, Wilson gets a block from Reed, and Wilson will try to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Hey, it's not too late to play today's Fox Super 6 free-to-play game. Download the Fox Sports app right now. Enter for free for a chance to win your share of $10,000 in weekly cash prizes. They're working on Christian McCaffrey's calf. He had that calf injury against Washington a few weeks ago. Checking on the thigh as well, just keeping him loose. Did not play week 18, so he's had a couple weeks to rest it.
Green Bay's done this a lot now. They come out with 2 tight ends. You see, they bring Oren Burks. They bring a third linebacker.
Love gets rid of it to Wilson. He's got room. Emmanuel Wilson gets a block up near a first down, and he should have it. Great block from Tucker Kraft to spring him, and good awareness from Love to get rid of that before he got drilled. And now at the end of that play, Kraft, who had that block, is injured, and they come to.
When you study this San Francisco defense, KB, we've known for years just they've been a front and a linebacker dominated unit. But when Steve Wilks came here, a little bit more of a secondary influence. We mentioned Charvarius Ward had his first Pro Bowl appearance. He's had the best season of his career. They're a lot more multiple in their coverages, a lot more variety. These last couple snaps, he's done a nice job changing the looks and making Jordan Love work through his progression.
Here's Aaron Jones again, right side. It's another couple good blocks. Jones stays on his feet inside the 15 and right around another first down.
Well, we showed you Dontavian Wicks doing it. Now watch Christian Watson. That's Chase Young. I mean, that's a former second, third overall pick. I mean, that's a big-time defensive end, and now we've seen Bosa and Chase Young. It's pretty impressive from this young group of wide receivers because that's what gets those plays started.
Green Bay 3 of 4 on third down in the early going. This is a 3rd and 1. And that'll take us to the end of this first quarter. Green Bay had the ball almost the entire quarter. They've got